Hello friends, it's your old pal Heavy of Metal again, and today I'd like to discuss with you the hamstring method. Unless you're a retard, when leveling as a warrior you'll be using a two-hander, and with the two-hander you're going to be hitting very slow while mobs will be attacking slightly faster. What the hamstring method will do is allow you to trade blows with a mob 1 for 1 instead of taking multiple hits while you swing once. Ultimately, this will result in you losing a lot less health while killing the mob. In order to properly use this method, you'll need an add-on that at least allows you to track your swing timer, but having an additional timer for your enemy is optimal. I recommend the add-on Weapon Swing Timer. Link to the add-on will be in the description. I'll be breaking this lesson down into 3 parts. First, an explanation, then a demonstration, and finally, a clarification. So how it works is like this. You'll charge an enemy, auto attack, and then apply hamstring. During this time, the mob will attack you once as well. Immediately after your hamstring, you'll strafe away from your slowed target. When your enemy's next auto attack is ready, you should be out of melee range and not take any damage. Once your swing timer is about to reset, you'll re-enter the range of your target, only trading blows 1 for 1. You repeat this process, weaving in attacks like Rend or Heroic Strike until the target's dead. And that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm just gonna let this bad boy keep running for a minute. Look at him go. Now I'll show you exactly what it looks like in action. Again, you charge, then hamstring. In case you missed it, my attack bar is over the top of my character's portrait on the left, and the enemy's is over top their portrait on the right. I'm just strafing back and forth, dodging that bear's second attack. Every now and again I'll weave in a Rend or Heroic Strike, but always keep an eye on hamstring and be ready to renew it when it falls off. I by no means perfected the method, however I think you can get a pretty good idea of how it works from my form. Keep in mind you don't want to turn and expose your back to the mob. That's a good way to get dazed and ruin your flow. If you watch the 2 swing timers here, you can really see just how much faster the mobs attack in comparison to me. You'll notice I'm not using the hamstring method in this clip, and that's so we can compare not only the swing timers, but my remaining health when using the method and when not. You can see there's about a 15 or 20% difference in HP. Is it worth the hassle? That's up to you. To clarify a few points, first you need to understand that thanks to leeway and latency, it'll be a lot trickier to perform the hamstring method on classic servers, but not impossible. To achieve better results in classic, you'll have to get used to finding where that melee attack range is. So you can't be running up, kissing every mob on the dick, because you won't get out of their attack range fast enough. You'll need to give it a little more room and finesse it. It may even be easier to strafe in a single direction and let the mob come to you. Second, understand that many argue the rage spent on hamstring will be put to better use damaging the enemy. And this will absolutely kill the mob a little faster, but you'll take more damage too. If there's an ore or herb node nearby you're trying to snag, you might not want to waste time hamstringing so some pot-bellied troglodyte can sneak up and steal it. Lastly, I find the hamstring method to be most useful against stronger enemies that would normally wreck you. So, even if you decide not to use this on the regular, keep it in your back pocket for when you need it. And thus ends another video, friends. Less than a week away from release now. I hope everybody was able to reserve their names they wanted. Remember, if you liked what you saw, feel free to leave me a comment or subscribe. And if you didn't like it, it's because you have poor taste.